Today I want to share with you some important insight about Russian culture and how they affect negotiating strategies. As a professional in international business, understanding cultural dynamics is critical to building trust, avoiding conflict, and ultimately achieving success. This time my speech is mainly divided into three parts: value and behavior, negotiation style, misunderstanding of cross-cultural negotiation, advice for negotiation, and culture dynamics. Now let's begin with values. Understanding Russian cultural value is key to predicting behavior and preference in negotiation. Firstly, hierarchy play a major role. Russian society and organization tend to be highly structured, with a strong emphasis on respect for rank and status. Decisions are made at the top, and questioning authority is rare in professional setting. Second, Russian lead toward collectivism rather than individualism. Trust is often reserved for close circles, family, friends, and long-term business partners. This means relationship building is not just useful but essential for successful collaboration. Finally, uncertainty avoidance is another core value. Russians tend to prefer detailed planning, clear agreement, and risk reduction. Sudden change or informed agreements are often met with skepticism. As a result, a formal and structured approach is appreciated. And behavior in Russian business culture, behavior reflects a mix of formalities and emotional depth. First, courtesy and respect are expected. A firm handshake, an appropriate jest, and thoughtful gift-giving demonstrate professionalism and seriousness. Russians take this more signal seriously. And second, communication habits are shaped by high context norms. Much of what a word is conveyed may be implied rather than spoken outright. Nonverbal communication such as tone, eye contact, and body language play a significant role. And also, Russian may express emotions more strongly during meetings. This is not considered rude. It shows involvement. And third, social norms revolve around in-group trust. Outsiders need to invest time to be accepted. Once that trust is earned, however, Russian partners tend to be loyal and supportive. This is why personal connections are often more influential than formal agreement in the long term. And key values in Russian negotiation. When negotiating with Russian counterpart, it is important to understanding that they tend to adopt a tough and assertive negotiating position. Rank and power are deeply embedded cultural values, so Russian negotiators are often open with strong demands, not a sign of hostility. But to demonstrate strength and control, this doesn't mean they are unwilling to compromise. It simply reflects their belief that negotiations are strategy games where respect is earned through confidence and resilience. In line with this, Russian organizations are typically very hierarchical. Decision making is highly centralized, meaning that key choices are made by top levels authority figures. Even if you are in conventional with a team, conversations in a team, it is often only one or two senior members who hold the real decision power. Recognizing and respecting this structure is crucial. Using formal titles and maintain a respectful tone towards seniors personality helps to build credibility and trust. And finally, the rhythm of negotiations with Russian is often quite deliberate. You should expect multi-rounds of talks, and at times intentional delay. These are not signs of disinterest or inefficiency, but tactical choices. Russians use time as a strategy level. They may check out discussions to test your patience or push for additional concessions. The key is not to push. Stay composed. Remain consistent in your messaging, and understanding the persistence is often used value the speed. And multi aspects of misunderstanding. Misunderstandings are often arise when negotiating with Russian partners. A common issue is misinterpreting silence or serious expression. These are signs of professionalism in Russian culture, not disapproval. Likewise, their direct and firm style can feel confrontational to those from more indirect cultures, but it's dangerous business etiquette in Russia. Russia stereotypes also cause confusion. While Russian bureaucracy is sometimes seems as slow, its formalities is meant to ensure structures and predictability. Emotions are often visible during negotiation, not as aggression but as a sign of genius engagement. Lastly, a different etiquette, such as greeting, jest, and gift giving, can lead to friction if overlooked. This is key to avoiding these issues in cultural awareness, respect, and patience. And advanced preparations in the foundations of successful negotiation with a Russian partner. The first step is intelligent getting. You need to understand the company's background, business operation, and most importantly, who the real decision makers are. Without knowing the hierarchy, you risk presenting your proposal to someone without the authorities to act. And the second step is the strategy drill. Based on your understanding of Russian negotiation culture, where patience, firmness, and formalities matter, you should decide a tailored strategy. Define your ideal goal, your acceptable range, and benchmark. Be ready for a long game and have clear arguments and data to support your position. Russian respects change back by preparations. And meeting opening. The way opened meeting sets the tone for the entire negotiation. Russia places a high value on ritual and formalities, so seat preparation is key. This means ensuring the meeting space is clean, professional, and respect hierarchy. The seating agreements are title matters. Once the meeting starts, it is better to begin with a progressive agenda instead of dividing a trade into numbers or contracts. Open by discussing the broader goals of the cooperation. Focus on shared interests and long-term potential. This helps to establish a collaborative mindset before entering more detailed negotiation. Be respect, patient, and formal. First impressions carry significant weight. And in the progress of negotiation, during negotiation, it is important to create informed networks opportunity. Russians may be formal in meeting, but they often build real trust outside ballrooms, over dinner, culture outings, or even casual conversations. These informal moments help build a personal rapport, which later facilitates smoother professional agreements. When talk hits a deadlock, don't panic. Russians may internationally test the limits to see how you respond under pressure. A helpful technique is to shift the setting. Take the conversation to a coffee break or private sidebar. Sometimes change the mood or occasion helps unlock the stuck discussions. Keep calm, stay polite, and wait for the right moment to propose a compromise. And change the trend of Russian's culture. Russian business culture is evolving, especially across generations. Younger professionalism tend to be more open and focused on innovation and efficiency, making them more flexible and direct than older colleges. Globalization has also introduced Western practices like transparency, speed, and customers focus, particularly in urban or internationally exposed firms. At the time, technologies is reshaping communication. Tools like Telegram and LinkedIn are widely used, and even formal messages may be sent through instant chat. Despite these changes, short personal relationships still matters. In today's Russian, business culture is the blend of tradition and global influence. Success depends on your ability to adapt to both. In conclusion, each country has its own negotiating methods and strategies. Negotiators are always motivated by interest, and pandering or intransigence often leads to a collapse in negotiation. Understanding culture aims to preserve the differences between cultures and respect the cultural style of others. In a negotiation, people should respect and understand each other in order to lay the groundwork for future cooperations and communication. Negotiating in Russia is a mixture for form, strategy, patience, and emotional intelligence. This requires cultural sensitivities and preparation and relaxation. And thank you. That's all.